Hey guys. Yeah, I just skimmed through, kind of fast forwarded through the 2019 Annie Awards. They just got uploaded about 2 hours ago from the Annie Awards ASFA Hollywood uh, YouTube page. That's ASFA Hollywood. And I watched some of it. Basically skimmed through it, basically, wanted to see who won what. And I'm kind of surprised. It's no secret, I think, to anybody that pays attention to the Annie Awards that, or even to something like the Emmy Awards, the primetime Emmys or the daytime Emmys, uh, that basically the same shows get nominated in the same categories or different categories every year. But it seems the Annie Awards, um, well, they did follow that pattern, but I'll just probably say this, and I'm just gonna say this, and maybe I'm a little biased because, of course, you know, I'm a fan who knew and who isn't nowadays. Sometimes, especially with the last season coming up, um, I'm not too happy, really, with the fact that you could. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. One of the categories they had was best music in an animated television production. Animated. I think that's what it was. Best. It was music and it was music in an animated television production, something like that, a television series. And I was watching it, and I'm thinking, okay, this is good. Tangled, good choice. Got a song with that called from Freebird. That's a good one. I think that's the song that nominated or something like that. They had some different music, like Springtime. I think Spring Fever, what it was from the Mickey Mouse Show, the one that got hyped up a lot, and it did win, and a few others. But what surprised me was Sounds of Silence did not get nominated, or at least the song did not get nominated, which was the Kieran song, the Let It Rain song by Autumn Blaze, voiced by Rachel Bloom. I was surprised that that did not get nominated. And I understand that, you know, perhaps Hasbro didn't want to submit it. But come on, you submitted in the past MLP material to the Annie Awards, to the Daytime Emmy Awards, even the Primetime Emmy Awards. And guess what? I think you've won in the past. You've proven that with the right songs, you can win, or at least possibly behind the scenes get revealed that you were like this close to winning. And to me, when I heard the Kieran song, I'm thinking to myself, you cannot say that that song does not deserve to be nominated for any kind of award, whether it's daytime or in this case the Annies, because it's that good. Like I said, maybe it's just me, but it felt like a return to the classic songs of the Disney Renaissance. So I was kind of surprised by that it didn't get nominated, nor did the episode, because nominate they did have the category of best director for animated television and all that. I'm kind of surprised that Sounds of Silence did not get nominated. Because it was that good. It was a very good. It was a very good episode. Let's not kick ourselves around. It was very good. So I was kind of surprised that didn't get nominated. But as I went and looked back at the previous Annie Awards in 2018, and I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I was gonna watch it, but what I'm saying is I was gonna watch it, but I decided to look it up on Wikipedia. I noticed that no Pony episodes were nominated there either, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, they had a good episode right then and there in season 7, which was a part of 2017. They had a good episode in The Perfect Pair. Why wasn't that nominated? And the song would have been a great nomination for music in an animated television production. Why wasn't it nominated? And again, again, from what I understand, Hasbro does not. Hasbro probably didn't let it be nominated. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, Hasbro. You have two, in my opinion, obvious award winners here. Two obvious award winners here. And you're not going to jump at the chance to get them nominated and possibly win an Annie Award. Possibly the animation equivalent to the Oscars. You're not going to do that. That's crazy. I mean, I'm watching a video. I was kind of paused it right now. It's one of the guys that does a reaction video with AC Race Best. I think it's hold on. Let me see here. It's Paleostero, I think. And he's talking about some of the shows and even movies that got snubbed in 2008 at the 2018 awards, Annie Awards, that is, because it's like, well, why? Because okay, so some of the shows he mentioned about the 2018 one were, the Lego Batman movie and the My Little Pony movie, which was a shock. And he talked about the fact that, wait a minute, so you'd rather have The Boss Baby and Despicable Me 3, which are probably not two bad movies, although Boss Baby, if you were to choose between the two, probably is the least favorable. That you'd rather choose, that in his opinion, and I'm sure anybody else would share this opinion, you'd rather choose those two movies over the Lego Batman movie and My Little Ponies movie. I mean, he even pointed out Pillow, I think that's his name. Pillow, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. This guy right here, I don't know if you can see it well. This guy. Stino. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But he brought up the fact that even in 2018, at those awards, the new DuckTales series got snubbed. Star versus the Forces of Evil got snubbed. The Lego Batman movie got snubbed. My Little Pony the movie got snubbed. Now this year, I guess they kind of made up for it by giving Stars at least a couple of nominations, but it didn't win in different categories. But still, it's like, if you're going to be an award show about diversity, or not diversity, but equality, you need to spread out your nominations. You need to give every movie that, in a sense, was a box office hit, raked in some money, made that money back. You should at least look at them as for a nomination. Even talk to the studio and say, hey, look, people love this movie, can we nominate it? And I don't think the studio would have minded, or the people that own the franchise would have minded. But I don't get it. Why not nominate or give a nomination equality to all these other things, to all these other shows and movies? It doesn't make sense unless it's showing favoritism. And that's interesting. And it's interesting I bring that up because Animat one year talked about the Annie Awards going into some controversy. And what Paolo says in his video is he finds it strange that a studio like DreamWorks and Pixar have two nominations in the same category. So, from what he could see, and I'm guessing Animat, if he's going to watch this, I don't know if he will, would say, is you need to equal it out. One nomination for a studio. That's it. I mean, Disney this year had 2 nominations in there, but kind of separate. Disney had a nomination for Ralph Breaks the Internet and Incredibles 2. But Incredibles 2 is a Disney Pixar, while Ralph Breaks the Internet is Disney. Even though the one of the princesses in the movie, representing Team Disney Princess, is a Pixar princess, Emilia, from Brave. But point is, guys, the point is, it's kind of strange that this year, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, had one of the best episodes, if not one of the best songs ever in animated television, period. And that song, that episode, and that voice actress in Rachel Bloom did not get nominated. And either it's because Hasbro didn't nominate them, or the Annies just felt they weren't worthy enough. I don't know, but they should have gotten a nomination no matter what. They should have. And the same goes for the previous years. I mean, heck, DuckTales didn't even get a nomination this year again. No, they did get a nomination in 1 or 2 categories. But that was about it. But they didn't win. So here's what I would do if I'm the Annie Awards. And on many of these studios, especially, with this being the last season of MLP and probably going to be the best season they're going to try to go out on, if I'm the Annie Award, if I'm the people at the AFCA or the or whatever they called it, UC or USEF or whatever, if I'm them at AFCA Hollywood and USEF or whatever, the people in charge, I pay attention to this final season of MLP and pick out, and then after I pay attention and see probably, and try to consider what are probably the best song, episode, and maybe voice acting that I could see here, then and there, what I do is I contact Hasbro and I say, we want to nominate that song from that episode, we want to nominate that episode, and we want to nominate that voice actor or actress. That's what I would do. As well as I would put My Little Pony Friendship is Magic in the category for Best Animated Series of this year. To at least give it a proper send-off if that's it. If this is the final season. But again, I know it sounds like I'm saying this because I'm a fan, I might be biased. But come on, honestly, I'm nothing against the nominations. I mean, Tangled got a good nomination. I'm thinking that's got to win, but it didn't. It didn't win. But the point is, Sounds of Silence's song, the Kieran song, should have got that nomination. And I'm hoping next year the Annie Awards fix this, because if MLP is going to be in its last season and it's going to give us the best of the best this year, if I'm the people in charge of the Annies, I pay attention. So that's all I'm going to say, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me what you think, and I'll talk to y'all later.